Hey, what is going on, guys? Paul here, P Shop Games. Today I wanted to do a video on kind of one of my biggest, if not the biggest, philosophy when it comes to my TCG business and my overall ideology about running a long-term successful TCG business. And that is the concept of having a very wide and extensive inventory. Um, I've realized I never showed you guys my main page. I'm probably just gonna be looking off to the side here because I'm on my second screen here. So this is my name. This is my TCG player store page. P Shop Games. See, I have over $25,000. $25,000. 25,000 sales. If I can speak today, that'd be great. This account I've had for 8 years on TCG Player. I also have a. This is my other TCG Player account. This is where I list all my lightly played and worse condition cards. I'll explain why I do this in another video, why I have two separate accounts. But let me flip back to this page. So, back to my main point. The reason you want to have a very wide and large inventory for whatever TCG you're going to get into, if it's Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Magic, One Piece, Riftbound, Lorcana, etc., etc., is because you are then able to charge a higher premium. So I'm going to show you an example of an order that I got yesterday, sent out today. Obviously, I'm not going to show you any of the customer info, but this was a $10.26 order. After fees, I was left with $8.74. And these are all just bulk cards. They're just straight bulk cards. And I have a price floor, still trying to English today, of 30 cents. So my price floor on my main account here on P Shop Games is 30 cents. You're not going to find anything cheaper than that except when my pricing rules fail to run. Then you might. But other than that, my price floor is 30 cents. So I wanted to look at this order in particular, and I absolutely cherry-picked this order, no doubt about it. But I get orders like this every single day. Every single day, I'll get orders similar to this, maybe not to this extent. Maybe there'll be some more higher dollar cards in here. But out of this entire order, there was 1, 2, 3 cards that were not at my price floor. So let's take a look at, let's take a look at one of these cards. Let's take a look at this Clear Vice Dragon. Let me remove my store filter. I mean, there's people selling this card for 1 cent, 3 cents, 4 cents. Don't be like these people. Don't do it. It is so, and this is coming from somebody like I used to be like this. I used to sell at TCG low. I used to have, Excel sheets and stuff, and I would price to TCG low, or I would just go in and manually update to TCG low. And that's something that is, um, I don't want to say very stupid because it seems great in the moment, right? You're listing TCG low, you're getting a ton of sales. I mean, you are doing so many orders with such a small inventory if you price on TCG low. But what a lot of people fail to understand is, it takes time and effort to list all these cards. Whether you're doing alpha sorting, chaos sorting, whatever system or method you're doing, you have to, get the cards in, condition the cards, list them, sort them, put them away. Then when they sell, you got to pull them again, package them, ship them, put a stamp, top loader, etc., the whole 9 yards. So I feel like I'm getting off track here. But back to my main point, you want to have a large variety of inventory, and you want to have a pretty good floor price. And one thing I've noticed is the more you expand your inventory, let me go back to here. You can see here, and my inventory is nothing like super crazy. There are way many more sellers that have way higher inventory base to me. But let me filter just to Yu-Gi-Oh, because I have pretty much only Yu-Gi-Oh listed. I have 7,517 unique items. A lot of times you'll see people talk about, oh, I have 300,000 cards listed or 200,000 cards listed. Well, if you have 200 copies of a common card that nobody wants, like, yeah, you have 300,000 cards listed, but you have 300,000 cards listed of stuff nobody wants. So my main philosophy now when I acquire inventory is I want to grow and expand to a different variety of cards. Anytime, I don't care what the set is, even if it's a shitty set, a set that's, very cheap, if I don't have it currently in my inventory, or I don't have a lot of it, I want it. I want it to expand my selection because then you're going to get orders like this. And this one, is not the best of examples because this is all from one set, right? This is all Maze of the Master, wherein it's just pretty much 30-cent cards all around. I mean, they added stuff. Even here, though, like, you have this example where they added cards from this other set I had listed. And I'm not gonna, get into my full pricing and how I run my prices and what I do exactly in this video. That's gonna be a future video. But the more expansive your inventory is, the more sales you're gonna get, and the more you can charge for that inventory. It's I'm sure you've heard of this example a lot, but it's a fantastic example. If you go shopping in Walmart, I'm trying to think of stores everybody else. If you go to Walmart and they have a bottle of ketchup that's $2.99. Let's say another store near you that has that same bottle of ketchup and it's $2.49, right? It's 50 cents cheaper. You're already at Walmart. Like, you're just gonna go buy that ketchup for $2.99 because they have everything else you want. They have your chicken, your ground beef, your soda, your water, your juice, whatever you're getting. Walmart has that. You're not gonna go to this other store just to save 50 cents because it's just not worth your time, ultimately. And that is kind of the philosophy that I build my store around, is I want to have a wide variety of inventory. Because I want to make my customers' shopping experience easier. They can just get everything they need from me in one order. But because of that, I'm able to charge a premium. That's why my floor price is 30 cents. And I'm actually looking to move it up. The more I list, the more expansive you get, the more you can raise your price floor. I didn't start at 30 cents. My first initial price floor after I was done selling all the 1 cent, 5 cent cards, and I was like, wow, this is really not worth my time. Like, I'm putting in so many hours for really no dollars at the end of the day. Yeah, the dopamine hit of getting orders was fantastic, but the actual money that you get from it, it really isn't worth your time. Especially for those looking to do this as a potential long-term business, not just, quick flip, kind of come in and out in a couple months. So that's why I settled so far in this 30-cent floor. But even this order, like, I'm left with 874. The cards in here, these are probably like a penny a card that I paid for this. So I think this order is like 20 something cards, right? So let's say 30 cents was my cost basis for this order. And then after shipping and stuff, let's say I'm left with $7 net profit after this order. That's decent. But even this, maybe I could raise my floor to 35 cents soon once I get more stuff. Even 40 cents. I mean, the wider your inventory base, let's say I get into Magic or Pokemon, you can then just start creeping it up little by little. So if you're starting out, would I recommend you do a 30-cent floor off rip? It's doable. It's absolutely doable. You're just probably not going to see really any orders or a very small amount of orders starting out because you don't have that wide inventory base to support a 30-cent floor. So you're going to get, passed up a lot by people like me, people even bigger than me, that are able to capture these orders. And I get these orders every day, guys. Yes, you're going to get more orders with a cheaper floor, but you're not going to be making as much. And you're going to be putting in more work than I or some other sellers would do. So just to close out the video, you know, having a wider inventory lets you set a higher price floor. You're getting more for your cards, you're getting more for your time, and that is my main philosophy here, and it's a better shopping experience for the buyer. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoy the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next one.